This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat that far. We keeping the foot on the whoop on the Eeks. We keeping the foot on the whoop on the Eeks. Let's talk about it, man. This is what I was talking about when I said Jaron Boots and his fanboys. This is what I was talking about when I said bootlickers. You have a lot of boxing community fan bases. They are bootlickers, man. They are fan bases of guys because they want to lick the fucking boots. We're not over here to lick boots. We're over here to tell the truth. Woo! Woo! No pun fucking intended. We're not here to lick fucking boots. If you're a man and you're licking boots, something is definitively wrong with you. We're here to tell the fucking truth. And the truth of the fact of the matter is as simple as this. Errol the True Spence had to work his way up. Terence but Crawford. As weird as that sounds coming out of my mouth, but it's the truth. See, over here, we don't delineate, we don't distinct, we don't golf, we don't separate from the truth. He had to work his way up. Errol the True Spence and Terence but Crawford had to find themselves all the way up the climb of where they're at the welterweight division by fighting the prospects that were put in front of them, by fighting all of the opponents that they put in front of them. Terence but Crawford obviously did it in a barking chihuahua fashion, but he did it nevertheless. You don't get to skip the line in boxing. See, this is the problem with this modern day generation. This is the problem with these so-called fucking boxing channel YouTubers. They're so limited in boxing knowledge. They're boxing casuals, and they want to try to push an agenda. Their agenda that they push is not strong. Because it won't fucking happen. No matter how much y'all push Jaron Boots Ennis, he's not going to fight no Danny Garcia. That shit ain't happening. He ain't fighting no damn Keith Thurman. That shit ain't happening. Keith Thurman's looking at Mario Barrows and then Terence Crawford. Jaron Boots Ennis got to get in fucking line. He's a young fucking pup. Y'all can push him all y'all fucking want, but he's an unproven prospect. He has prospect problems to deal with. See, people, when you throw Blair Cobbs up, they say, but he's number 43 ranked welterweight. When Errol the True Spence was called out by Mikey Garcia, did he not answer the bell? I Hulk Hogan that. Let me say it again. When Errol the True Spence was called out by Mikey Garcia, who doesn't happen to even be a fucking welterweight, where was Mikey Garcia? Wasn't he like 2 weight classes behind? 3 fucking weight classes behind if we want to be technical as fuck? Errol the True Spence answered the bell. So if y'all saying Jaron Boots Ennis is the next thing, a number supposed 43 welterweight called you out. But he's a prospect just like you. Why aren't you answering the bell and fighting that fight as your next fight? Jaron Boots Ennis has to fight these types of opponents. Because Jaron Boots Ennis is not going to get the upper echelon. He hasn't done anything worth anything of the notion for him to get those fights. I know boxing community fan bases want to shit on these welterweights, but all of these welterweights that you've seen before you, they've all done something prominent to keep their position. Keith Thurman had 2 belts before Errol the True Spence had it. We could talk shit about Keith Thurman all we want, but we're not gonna dish fucking respect. Terence but Crawford paid his fucking dues. Is he on Errol the True Spence level? No. But we're talking about guys that have already been established, guys that have made names for themselves in their own variation and in their own fashion. But they put in hard work and dedication years. Terence but Crawford's been in the welterweight division for a number of years before he got in the position that he got into. He didn't just walk into the damn division. It's the same shit that has to happen with Jaron Boots Ennis. You don't get to just walk in the fucking division and get the top dogs. That's not gonna fucking happen. Wrong fucking trajectory, motherfucker. And boxing community fan bases that are pushing for this, they're boxing casuals. They're cucarachas, man. What did we say about cucarachas? La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. They're scattering fucking cockroaches. And what do scattering fucking cockroaches do best? They scatter like fucking cockroaches, man. Let's be honest with ourselves here. And let's tell ourselves a cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat telling fashion. What is that? Jaron Boots Ennis is not where it's at, man. At the end of the day, being honest with ourselves, telling ourselves quintessential truths in very cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat telefashion variations, tell us as simply as this. If we're being honest with ourselves, we're not deluding ourselves, we're not lying to ourselves as boxing community fan bases, and we're being real with ourselves, then guess what? Jaron Boots Ennis is not what you guys think that he is. He is in actuality everything that he is not. The facts are what the facts are. Jaron Boots Ennis has to prove himself. When you got a division that still has Virgil Ortiz in it, another prospect that needs to fucking prove his fucking self, and Virgil Ortiz is doing it the right way. Notice, he's not fighting nobody from upper echelon. He's working his way up the right fucking way. Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be left the fuck out because he's listening to you fucking choing ass YouTubers, man. Let me say it again. He's listening to you choing ass YouTubers that's propping him up fucking erroneously. He's going to be left out the pasture. He's going to be left out the fucking cold. And you know what's going to end up happening to him? Not only is he going to be left out the fucking pasture, he's going to be left out the fucking cold. He's going to be left out completely when it comes to anything that's governing boxing affairs. Because when it's all said and done, Jaron Boots Ennis hasn't done anything of significance, anything of heavyweight lifting the notion for this young fucking pup to have any opportunities to be fighting any of the guys that you guys are mentioning. Saying this erroneously, saying this through a major gaffe, saying this through basically limited boxing fucking knowledge reveals you as a boxing fucking casual. And it reveals you're a fanboy. It reveals the licking of the fucking boots. It reveals the fact that you are a boot fucking licker. And what did we say about boot fucking lickers? Boots to the fucking head. Boots to the fucking ass. Let me say it again. Boots to the fucking head and boots to the fucking ass. The name Boots doesn't even sound like it's transcending. He knows everything, declared it yesterday. It's prospecting. Let me say it again. The name Boots doesn't sound like it's transcending. He knows everything, declared it yesterday. It's prospecting because he's a fucking prospect. Prospects need to fight fucking prospects. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat telefashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Geeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Geeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.